Hi, this is Karen Kubicko, and today we're going to talk about what is self-love and how can you do that? A lot of people talk about, you have to really love yourself. You have to do some self-love work, self-care work, that type of thing. And there are people that are out there that might not truly understand, what does that mean? How does that look? What things can I do in order to do self-love work for myself? Now, self-love is not selfish. Very different things. Self-love is more about really loving you. So if someone does not love themselves as much, they might have low confidence or feel less than others, or put everybody else first and never take care of themselves, or not believe that they're worthy to receive anything, even a compliment from someone else. When you have self-love, you remove the self-doubt and become more confident and more in charge of your energy. You might not give all of your time and effort and money and everything away to everybody else looking for that love. You don't need to, because you know that you care about yourself and you love yourself on such a deep level that you don't have to prove yourself to somebody else endlessly, or to your family, your co-workers, anyone, anywhere, anything that you're involved in. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. How do you go about learning to love yourself, to do this self-love work? Well, you are a miracle and you've chosen this life here in this earth. So congratulate yourself. You chose this earth lifetime. You're here to learn something on some level and to really get to know who you are on a deep soul level. Learning how to love yourself is doing inner work. So if you have a relationship issue, or you are afraid to communicate in some kind of way, for example, or you don't know how to set boundaries and you feel like people take advantage of you or something like that, or you'd like to improve your confidence in some kind of way, well, doing the inner work is figuring out any of those root causes of whatever it is that's holding you back. Doing forgiveness work with people who might have said, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, and releasing that connection to them in an energetic way, and learning how to set boundaries and saying to people or your work or whomever, look, I can only work till this time, I can only do this at this time, and you know what, I have other things I need to do first before I do this, that, or the other thing that you're requesting of me. Those are good setting boundary things. Some people who don't know how to set boundaries, for example, might stay up till 2 in the morning and work on everybody else's stuff and not even take time to sleep. So those are things that you put in place to really care about yourself, care about your physical body. So making sure that you have 3 meals a day, making sure that you're doing healthy things for your physical body, where you're drinking water and eating healthy foods that make you feel good. Those are things that are taking care of yourself, loving yourself in that kind of way. Leaving an abusive situation is a huge thing, because you're actually caring about yourself, your body so much that you're putting your foot down and you're done with being involved with someone who is abusing you. That is a big deal life lesson, but it's also a big deal to love yourself in that kind of way, to respect your body, to respect your mind and your soul, everything about you, to leave a bad situation. Find a new job. Learn to be independent and be on your own. And then you gain that confidence, that deep inner confidence to do that. That's what self-love is about. Now, there's lots of other things that you could do too. You could do creative things. That is having a relationship with yourself, Even if you're helping your child to draw and do things with them, you're working on stuff with them, and maybe you're creating your own painting or drawing while they're doing that. You're enjoying and allowing yourself to create. That is having a relationship with yourself, because no one is dictating or telling you exactly what to paint or to draw. So it's a very nice way to really get to know yourself, to allow yourself that time to do those types of things. Other ways that you can love yourself is by always using kind, loving words about yourself. Self-deprecation is terrible. Talking bad about yourself just really lowers your energy, because you're doing it to you. So instead of saying, oh man, that was really stupid of me, well, we all make mistakes, sure. But instead, you could say, I'm just going to try better next time. That's okay. Things like that happen, and moving on from it. It's almost like you're yelling at yourself in a sense by using mean words against yourself. If I hear someone talking about, oh, I'm such an idiot or something like that, I mean, it just like nails on a chalkboard to me, because you're really putting in, even on a subconscious level, how you really feel about yourself. So when you can look in the mirror and say, you got this, you're beautiful, I love myself, I love you, man, and you really get deep in there and you're really expressing how you feel about you and your body and how you look and feel and all that type of thing. That is self-love. So being kind to yourself, exercising, getting outside in nature, really allowing yourself that time to get outdoors or take time to get a good night's sleep, and really taking care of your physical body is also a way to love yourself. Another way that you can show that love and appreciation for all you've done in this human lifetime. So let's say, for example, you did some accomplishments. You graduated high school, you graduated college, you have a job, you bought a car, you have a house. Those are somewhat material things, but maybe you painted a painting for the first time, or you wrote a book, or you ran a marathon, or learned how to play the guitar or the piano or something like that. That's an accomplishment. You don't need a big medal hanging on your wall for it, but you know what? Take stock in that, and that helps you understand that you are working hard in this life. You've taken good care of yourself. You've exercised your brain. You've expanded your knowledge, and you are moving and grooving and accomplishing things instead of ignoring and really not paying attention to what you've done in this lifetime. Those are ways to really acknowledge and the gratitude for all that you've done, and another way to love yourself. Now, I have an example of a past life that I remembered where it was me looking at my body after I passed. It's kind of hard to explain, but I had died from abuse, and I'm standing in spirit with my spirit guide standing next to me, and I'm looking at my body. And I asked my spirit guide, what was the sense of this past lifetime? Why did I go through all that trauma? And she said to me, but you're standing here admiring the beautifulness of that human body that you just were in, and loving yourself, loving your body. And that helped me in this current lifetime to start loving my body and loving myself more in this life. So it's however you get to that point, however you find a way to feel good about who you are deep within, without all the airy-fairiness about it, but in a real sense, really getting down to the deep of it and undoing any past rules that might have been created maybe when you were a child, like you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, all that jazz, and forgiving all of that and replacing it with, I am good enough, I am beautiful, I am smart. And you might not be the smartest person in the world, but who cares? You're smart enough for who you are, and that's all that matters. The bottom line is the more inner healing that you do, the more that you learn to respect yourself, feel good about yourself, love yourself, feel confident, and you then vibrate with people that are in your awareness that are equally as confident. The cool part of all that is when you reclaim that inner caring about yourself, that respect for your body, for your mind and soul, that inner love for yourself, then you start to become aware that the people in your awareness will be guided towards you on a subconscious level, where you start to match up with mutually supportive, loving people because you are loving yourself even more. So those types of people are going to come into your awareness, where someone who would be abusive or really talk down to you or be verbally mean in some kind of way, those types of people won't even be in your awareness anymore, because you've chosen to put your foot down and really acknowledge that you are smart and beautiful. So those types of people who would say you're stupid and stuff like that, they don't even come into your awareness anymore. It just doesn't happen because of how we resonate with those who are like us. Hopefully that all makes sense to you, and you've taken some information from what I've said here today to help you learn steps to and understand more about what it is to actually love yourself. And stay to the end to click a link to a guided meditation to help you learn how to set your boundaries and to cut cords, energetic cords, with people and traumas that might have happened in your current lifetime, to help you resolve and release those things from your life. And let that be your first step for inner healing. Lots of love and light to you.